free! From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Make some noise, people! We've still got protesters at Green Park Station! We go back miles! We have taken over miles of the roads in London for Gaza! We're here for Gaza! We're here for justice! We're here for peace! And we've got voices representing all different faiths, all different organisations, because we're united. We're united for peace. We're united for justice. We're united for an end to Israel's massacre in Gaza. Free, free Palestine! Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Israel! Shame on you! Israel!
Shame on you!
Israel!
Shame on you!
Israel!
Shame on you!
Israel!
Shame on you!
Israel!
Shame on you!
Guys, I'm going to ask you to put your banners down just for a second. Just for a second. There are thousands upon thousands of us coming in our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians!
In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians!
In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians!
In our millions, in our billions.
We are all Palestinians!
In our millions, in our billions.
We are all Palestinians!
Guys, keep moving down.
We want the Israeli embassy to see exactly how many people are here, and that we need to keep moving down.
Please keep moving down.
People into this space as possible.
Please keep moving down. Tens of thousands of us have turned up today. Please keep moving down. We need to fill up the road. Please, please keep moving down. Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free!
I'm really pleased that someone who needs no introduction is here with us today. You'll all know her. She's been fighting in the House of Commons and now in the House of Lords for Gaza, for Palestine, for human rights, for justice and for freedom. Make a big noise. Make a big noise for Jenny Tong.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for coming to Kensington High Street. The shame is we can't get near the Israeli embassy. And an even greater shame is that the Israeli ambassador won't come out and explain to us just what on earth Israel is doing. It has lost its legitimacy. It is no longer a democratic state. It breaks international law, Geneva Conventions. It has no respect for human rights. Israel must leave the international family of nations. Now, the present situation must be one of the darkest times we've all experienced. But this huge demonstration today shows that all of you, and I know a lot of you are fasting, all of you are prepared to suffer with the people of Gaza. just remember that at the end of today you can break your fast and go home and have a meal. They have no prospect of a decent meal for weeks to come. They have no clean water, no sewage. We know that the conditions in Gaza are deteriorating all the time, and the long-term effects on children's health and their mental health are going to be dire. But nevertheless, the people of Gaza will not give in. Many of us have been told that they will not agree to any ceasefire that does not open the crossings, give them a seaport, and give them their lives back. The siege of Gaza must end. The occupation of the West Bank must end. We must support them. I know that they would rather be dead than give in to Israel. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Guys, keep moving down. Please keep moving down. More and more are joining us. Please, please keep moving down. There's lots of space. We need to shut down this whole street. We need to fill it up. Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
Are we gonna let Gaza die? Are we gonna let Gaza die? Are we gonna let Gaza die? Make some noise for Gaza! Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to London! Do we have the West Midlands? Northwest? Northeast? The UK? Do we resist for Palestine? Right.
Excuse me.
I want to introduce our second speaker. Our second speaker is the convener of Stop the War Coalition. Stop the War Coalition. It does what it says. It mobilized for Iraq. They mobilized for Afghanistan. That's where they came from. They came from the anti-war movement. They have supported the struggles against Islamophobia. I would like to proudly welcome Lindsay German. Give it up for Lindsay German.
Thank you very much, Shamil, for that introduction, and thank you to all of you who've marched here today. We have a tremendous demonstration of tens and tens of thousands of people marching here today, and the first thing I want to say is the demonstration itself is a sign of resistance to what is going on in Gaza. It is horrific that across the channel in France, the government is refusing to allow people to show their conscience and to show their opposition to what is going on. And I send a message to this government because we started this demonstration in Downing Street. I send a message to this government, don't even try to stop us demonstrating, because we will demonstrate until Palestine is free. It is amazing that children are killed, treated as somehow Israel defending itself. It is not Israel defending itself. And I'd like to draw a contrast with what is happening. The terrible event where a plane was shot down over Ukraine. Barack Obama said, this is an atrocious act that cannot go unpunished. That may be true, but what about the atrocious acts that happen every day to the people of Gaza and the people of the West Bank? And why are these reported so differently in the media as they are? Why is it that Israel is given the chance to say that it's only defending itself, where the Palestinians are treated as terrorists and are criminalised abroad and at home? And the reason for that is complicity. Barack Obama is complicit in what is going on in Israel. He arms them, he allows them to do it. David Cameron is complicit in what is going on in Israel. He arms them, he allows them to do it. And the envoy for peace in the Middle East, Mr. Tony Blair, he's complicit in what is going on in Israel. So let's attack Israel, and we're here at the embassy, but don't forget our government, the EU governments, the United States governments, who also are responsible for allowing Gaza to suffer in this way. My final point is this: we cannot rely on any of these governments for justice. The justice is here in the streets. The justice is the people who are campaigning there. We are freedom, we are democracy, and we have to fight for the liberty of people across the world. And especially today, all our thoughts are with those suffering among the Palestinians. Thank you very much.
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Thank you, all of you, the thousands and thousands of people who've come here. There's some brilliant banners here. There are all different faith groups. There's Jews for Justice for Palestinians. There's Stop the War Coalition. There's Palestine Solidarity Campaign. There's CMD. There's the British Muslim Initiative. There's a SOAS Unison banner over there. There's the Palestinian Forum in Britain. We're all here together, united for Palestine. Our next speaker is from an organisation that was set up over 50 years ago to campaign for peace and justice and against nuclear weapons. I'm really pleased to introduce Kate Hudson from CMD.
Thank you, Sarah. 12 years ago, our government took us into war on a great lie that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. As a result of that lie, hundreds of thousands of innocent people have died, and Iraq is currently a disaster and a tragedy for the people of that country. But I ask you, who has weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East? Israel has a huge nuclear arsenal capable of killing millions of people. But does our country, or does the United States, declare war on it to disarm it? No. Does it criticise it? Does it put sanctions? No. And who has chemical weapons in the Middle East? Israel. And who is using chemical weapons, experimenting with new chemical weapons against the innocent people of Gaza? Israel. And why is our government not demanding an end to that? Why is it not putting sanctions on Israel? Why is it not declaring an attack on Israel for its killing of innocent civilians? Our government stands for condoning the slaughter of innocents. I tell you, when we have freedom for Palestine, when this war is over, those leaders in Israel, in the United States and in Britain will be at the International War Crimes Tribunal facing charges.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
We need to remember why we are here. There is a lot of excitement. There is a lot of anger. Are we angry?
Yes!
Are we angry?
Yes!
Over 335 Palestinians have been killed in just over a week. Can we accept this?
No!
Do we accept this?
No!
Today we have come united outside the Israeli embassy to stand defiant, united to say we do not accept the occupation. We do not accept the brutality. Do we accept the brutality?
No!
I would like to introduce our next speaker. He's from Unite the Union. Unite, a nice word. It's one of the biggest unions in the country. He's a big shot too. He's the Chief of Staff. Big man, big man. Yeah, we got big man here. Give it up for Andrew Murray.
Thank you very much, and it's an honour to bring greetings to this tremendous demonstration, which I hope the BBC has noticed, from Unite and from our General Secretary, Len McCluskey. We have, first of all, two messages for those in the embassy behind us. The first is, end the siege, stop the bombing, stop the invasion, end the occupation. The second message is, whatever you do, you will not break the spirit of the Palestinian people, nor our solidarity. And let's be clear, this assault on Gaza has one purpose only, that is to disrupt any possibility of peace. This is to continue the occupation of Palestine. It has no other purpose, and the world must see it for what it is, an act of barbaric aggression. Brothers and sisters, I'm proud that at our conference just 2 weeks ago, Unite agreed to mount a major campaign and leverage strategy to support boycott, divestment and sanctions against Israel. Because, brothers and sisters, if direct action is right, and it is, against companies that don't pay their tax, how much more right is it against companies that underwrite the Israeli war machine? And our position is simple. If you do business with those that murder 4 children running across a beach, we will never do business with you. But brothers and sisters, we have to condemn the Israeli government, but not only the Israeli government. We have to condemn that cardboard Napoleon in power in Cairo, General Sisi. General Sisi, you are a coward. You are a brave man when it comes to massacring innocent demonstrators. But when it comes to the Palestinians, you are in the pocket of the Israeli government. We must condemn Obama. Obama is demanding an international inquiry into the tragedy of the Malayan jet over the Ukraine. Why is he silent about the greater deaths in Gaza? Where is the inquiry? And finally, we must condemn, I'm almost reluctant to mention his name. He wants war in Syria. He wants another war in Iraq. He wants war against Iran. He supports the war against the Palestinians. He's the Middle East peace envoy who has never stopped a single war, but who has got very rich. It is time Tony Blair was driven out of our public life, taken to the Hague to answer for his crimes. Brothers and sisters, I will end on this note. This is a tremendous demonstration. The movement we have built here in London, here in Britain, over the years, is an example to the world of people of all faiths, all beliefs, all world outlooks coming together for peace and justice. And the politicians who oppose us are the same politicians who stir up hatred against Muslims here, stir up Islamophobia. They are the people who also support Israel. Like that miserable Murdoch-sponsored neocon Michael Gove, now currently locked in the toilet of history. Our unity is their nightmare. So whatever you believe in the name of our common humanity, unite and rise up for Palestine!
Which is brilliant, because we all understand this is an issue that anyone who cares about justice, human rights and freedom supports Palestine. Our next speaker is Philippa Harvey. She's the Senior Vice President of the Teachers Union, NUT. She went to Palestine with a delegation to express solidarity with Palestinian teachers here. I give you Philippa Harvey.
Hello, my name's Philippa Harvey. I'm the Senior Vice President of the National Union of Teachers. Last week, our Executive Committee met and fully endorsed the solidarity message from our General Secretary, Christine Blower, to the General Union of Palestinian Teachers, and this is what it said. We have been watching in increasing horror at the killing and destruction in Gaza. We have asked members, our union members, to contact their MPs to press the British Foreign Secretary to denounce the collective punishment being visited on Palestinian people. We stand with you at this time and we'll do what we can to put pressure on Israel to desist from the bombing of Gaza. This statement was expressing our solidarity was signed by all 45 members of the NUT's executive. Teachers all across England and Wales. As Sarah said, within the past year the NUT sent a delegation to Palestine, and whilst we were there we were privileged to visit Palestinian schools both in the occupied territories and in Israel. And we were struck by the optimism and the aspirations and the hopes and the determination of the young Palestinians that we met. We have a duty to ensure that those young people have the opportunity to realise their hopes and dreams. So it is totally deplorable when you hear the impact of these massive increased hostilities on children in Palestine. In particular, at the moment, the latest information from OCHA is that there have been 59 children killed, 11 in the last 24 hours, 637 injured since the 8th of July, and an estimated 58,000 children traumatised. We must also remember that over 1,400 children have been killed by Israeli settlers and soldiers since the year 2000. This is the reality of living under occupation, a symptom of occupation. Our media must start telling their story, their reality. The NUT is returning to Palestine later this year to work with Palestinians to create resources that we can use in our work to tell their stories, to amplify their voices. Justice for Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Honestly, I can't hear you at the back.
Free, free.
Palestine.
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 Our next speaker, I've been listening to throughout my life in activism. Our next speaker needs little introduction. Brothers, sisters, friends, I give you George Galloway.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The entire world is today transfixed. Every newspaper in the entire world has on its front page, every news bulletin in the entire world has as its lead item the horrific massacre of 300 innocent civilians, so many of them children, so many of them women, killed without a reason by bloodless fanatics, careless of the destruction of human life that they have caused. Of course, I refer to the 300 innocents shot out of the sky in eastern Ukraine. The 300 Palestinians are completely ignored by the same newspapers, by the same television companies, and by the same political leaders who are now threatening sanctions and war against Russia, but who are supporting with weapons and money and diplomatic, political and media support the Israeli killers who killed the Palestinians. In fact, if whoever fired that missile in Ukraine had fired it instead at the beach in Gaza, the media could have knocked off for an early lunch and saved themselves all of this work and all of this coverage. I have only 1 minute to make 2 points. Why the double standard? Why is the blood in Ukraine so much more newsworthy, so much more noteworthy than the blood in Gaza? And my last point in the last 30 seconds is this. Forgive me if it's a discordant note. This massacre in Gaza is the reason for the coup in Egypt. It wasn't because Morsi was no good. It wasn't because of the fit or the cut of his suit or his language. They carried out the coup in Egypt to clear the decks for the massacre of the Palestinian people in Gaza.
Shame on you!
They want to end the Palestinian people, but the Palestinians will never surrender. And we are here to say, as long as one Palestinian remains alive, we'll be with them. Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Wassalamu alaikum, thank you.
We've had people in the streets. We think there's 100,000 of you. But we need, this is not a movement that goes away today. We know streets. Our next speaker has come down from Birmingham. Many of you have travelled right across the country. But our next speaker, not only is he the Vice Chair of PSC, but he's also from the West Midlands Palestinian Community Association. I give you Kamel Hawash.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I wish people in Gaza could see these beautiful faces in front of us who are showing their solidarity with them. You know, Israel was built on a lie. They said it was a land without a people. Never mind the second bit, that was the biggest lie in history. Palestine was for and is for the Palestinians. The Palestinians are united and don't listen to the Israelis. People here are from all, the whole of the world Palestinian population, from the diaspora, from the refugee camps, from Gaza, from the West Bank, and very importantly, from East Jerusalem, people who are denied access to pray in Al-Aqsa. Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
And I just want to check one thing. Can the BBC cameraman put his hand up, please? I thought not. BBC, these beautiful people pay their license to you. Come out and report the truth. The lies by the Israelis continue. They're saying that they're currently attacking tunnels. If they're attacking tunnels, how come about 20 children have been killed in the last 24 hours? You lying toads, we will see you in the International Court of Justice.
1, 2, 3.